So once upon a time, ColourPop used to just sell lippy sticks and their Super Shock shadows. So I have accumulated a bunch of them because I was a fan of ColourPop from way back in the day. But I realized that a lot of my ColourPop Super Shock shadows are very old. They just don't perform the way they used to. And it's time to get rid of some of them. So today's video, I filmed it already and I'm filming this intro at the end now because it's a little bit chaotic. I'm talking really fast in this video. I'm like talking to myself more than the camera, trying to figure out, am I keeping the shadow or not? And at the end, I ended up throwing out more than what I originally said I was, because the texture just changes over time, even if you close the lid really tightly. So I'm just giving this as a warning. Like, just keep in mind, I'm rambly. I talk really fast in this video because I was trying to convince myself that this was the time to let these things go. Otherwise, if I sit there very calmly and quietly and like, am I gonna get rid of this? The answer will be no, even though it's serving no purpose for me in my makeup collection. So we're starting my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow Decluttering right now. All right, first one that's gonna go, you can clearly see why, is from ColourPop. It says number 4 there. This is Birthday Wish. It was a Super Shock Shadow Ultra Glitter, and it just, I'm pretty sure it shattered. It was a really pretty color, but as they get older, they stop performing as well as they used to. And like I said, there's nothing in there, so this one's gonna go. This one's another birthday one. This is year number 5. This is from their watermelon collection, I think. Birthday treat, maybe not actually. Whatever, it says not eye safe right there, but okay. Anyway, I never noticed it said that. Really pretty color. This one still performs very, very nicely, so I'm grateful, I'm happy. It's staying. Next we have Lovely. Lovely is a metallic and it is all shattered as well. These are not very travel friendly. I mean, sometimes they are, but I feel like the older they get, the more they kind of get messed up. Lovely used to perform a lot better than it does now. There's not much color, it's just kind of like the glitter overlay on it. So I'm gonna put it on the maybe pile, but more than likely I am getting rid of this. Plus it's super duper messy. Next we have Kathleen Lights. This was one of my first ColourPop eyeshadows. I bought her bundle and I loved it. Color pigmentation is still there, so I am going to keep it. This is in a pearlized finish, which I really like. And yes, I did hit pan. I'm happy. These are a little bit gross because I had a face mask that spilled all over them and some of it has dried up on it. So yeah, if you see that, that's why. Moving along, we have the color I Like You, which is an ultra glitter. It's a really pretty light orangey color, kind of like a creamsicle. This one has dried up as well. It's still decent pigment, but you can just tell it's a lot drier. It's a lot harder to spread. It's hard to tell on camera. So I'm gonna put this in my maybe pile, but more than likely, I am getting rid of it. We'll come back to that. Next, we have Paradox. Absolutely getting rid of this. I never touched this. It's just not a color that's good for me, honestly. Like, I just can never see myself wearing this, especially in this type of formula. It's not dried out yet, which is cool, but this is old. That's what it looks like. I gotta get rid of it. I was like, let me just keep it, put it in the maybe pile, but I'm never gonna wear this. I'm never gonna wear this. This does not look good on me. I'm not someone who can pull off colors like this. So it makes you wonder why I even picked this up to begin with, and that's just a sign of how much of a shopaholic I am, that I picked up the color that I know would not look good on me. So yes, we are getting rid of this one. Next color we have is Weenie. I loved Weenie. Weenie is a pearlized one as well. Oh, it still has it. Like, it's just, you know instantly when it's just amazing. That's Weenie right there. Super shiny, pretty, very hard color to describe. It's kind of like a rose gold, like a mid-tone rose gold. I like it. I want it. We're keeping it. I have DGAF. I don't want to get demonetized. I absolutely love this over, well, under Frog. So I would put this all over the lid and then I would do Frog. I'm running out of fingers. And it was such a beautiful combination. I'm not gonna throw it away yet because it's still good, but the Frog that I got is probably in this pile right now. It's gonna have to go because I remember it drying up completely, but I had gotten it as a backup, and when I finally finished the first one, Frog was all dried out. But yes, this is a really pretty color. It applies a little darker on the lid, I feel, when you build it up. But next we have Sprinkle Me, an ultra glitter, super pretty, pinkish, toasty little color. My only problem with this is that I don't know if it performs well. So the pigmentation is a lot lighter on this. I don't feel like it was always like that, but it still performs decently well. I'm gonna hold on to this in the maybe pile to see It's not super dried out yet, but I feel like it's getting there. Next, we have another color that I have to just get rid of, even though it looks absolutely beautiful. This is in the color Midnight. It's very dried out anyway, so even if I did wear this color, I'd have to get rid of it. It's sad. This is like untouched stuff. Like, this is what having a shopping addiction does to you when you buy things that you just don't end up using, and this is just literally money down the drain. Granted, it was only $5, but that's still something. Really pretty, but I could just feel that it's all dried up. So you are leaving us today. So that makes 3 that we're getting rid of so far. This is another one that I'm probably gonna get rid of. Another beautiful one. Really, really pretty color. This is an Issa. Let's see if it's dried out though. Yeah, it's getting there. It's a little dry. I wish you can tell on camera, but there it is. It's like a duochrome. Absolutely beautiful. It makes me want to keep it, but I'm not going to wear that. I mean, the fact that it's a purple, it's better than this. Like, I'm more likely to wear a purple than this. Okay, maybe I'll put it in my, I know I should toss this. Maybe I'll put it in my maybe pile. I don't know. Next one is in Desert. It is a satin. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of satins. I like multi-glitters and stuff. Things that are shiny. This one's still pretty smooth. Honestly, I never reached for it, but that's pretty good payoff for something that's this old. So we're gonna keep it. Actually, I'm not even sure that this is that old, honestly. I think it came in a bundle. Pretty like all over eyelid shade, like fuss-free, maybe on a day where I'm rushing to work and I just need to glide something on my lids. That might be good. That's gonna be in the maybe pile. All right, next color is in Frog. This makes me so sad. I bought this as a backup. Absolutely, hands down, my favorite ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. I hope this is still available. I don't even know because they're always discontinuing things really quickly. But this was a backup, so by the time I finished the first one, which lasted me such a long time, this dried up. So this swatch right here isn't going to show its full potential of what it could do. So you see a lot of color, but the flakes are really dry, and when you apply it to your lid, you just end up getting more fallout than actual color payoff. But when this is brand new and in its prime, it's just the most amazing color. Like I said, I put it over DGAF and it's amazing, or by itself. But it's so dried up, I am tossing this. There's no point in keeping it when it's not going to perform well, honestly. So now we have another color that looks a lot like what we just got rid of. This is in Porter, so this was also from a Kathleen Lights collection. Very beautiful, but I don't think this is a duochrome, so it's easier for me to get rid of things that aren't duochrome. Yeah, you can see that this is just at the end of its life because it's not swatching well at all. All you see is the glitters. You barely see the actual color itself. So those are 5 shades we are definitely getting rid of. Next we have Cheap Date, which is a Super Shock Shadow. This is an ultra glitter. Let us see. Really pretty. I love when it does that. So let's see. Still pretty smooth in the pan. All right, I swatched it a little too close to that one. I'm running out of arm space. Really pretty. I'm gonna keep this for a little bit longer. Next color we have is Amaze, which is an ultra glitter. Coppery. It's like a light coppery taupey color. Super smooth in the pan, and it still has really good payoff. A lot of these colors look alike, but yes, I could tell the second I touch it whether it's like old or not and drying out. So I'm keeping this one. So far so good. Next we have this one, which is Set to Stun and Ultra Glitter. This was one of my favorites back in the day as well. Very glittery, very shiny, performed really well, but I don't know. So it's a very pretty pink with some blue flecks in it. I don't know if my camera is giving these colors justice, but there it is. I'm keeping it. So we have a matte shadow. This is very rare for me to have matte shadows. I don't enjoy this formula in matte shadows or anything like that. Usually just metallics, glitters, satins. So this is in Fade In. It's like a rustic brick color. I'm gonna get rid of it. It's not bad per se. Should I put it in my maybe pile? I just don't see myself. All right, I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile. I know, I'm a mess. Next color is Bubbly, which is a satin. I used to love this color. There's a bit of I'm about to hit pan in the middle. So it's still pretty good. It's a very loose, glittery pink color. I like when the sun hits it. I'm keeping it. This one is Get Lucky. This is all sticky from that face mask. This one shattered a while ago. It's a really cool metallic taupey green color. It has like green flexes to it. It still feels pretty good. despite the fact that it's broken. So there it is. Let me try to get more color there. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Even though I used it a lot, you can't even tell, but it's just not something I'm gonna reach for. Like, I just know it's not my favorite. The green undertone to it is actually pretty cool, but I'm gonna toss it. Next one, wow, another green. This is Telepathy, one of the oldest ColourPop shadows I have. It's like a greenish. I don't know why I picked this up. I really don't. But the payoff is still absolutely there. So I might keep this one. But then that makes me feel like I should keep the other one too, because they both have green undertones, and this is actually more intense than the other one. But this is more of like a goldy green undertone. I don't know, guys. I'm keeping it though. Next we have Super Hardcore, which is a satin. This is very bland, very simple. Not always the best on my lids. Like, it doesn't always show up because it's such a simple like skin tone color. So I am gonna get rid of it because that's nothing. Like, and it's not the type of shade, in my opinion, that will look good all over the lid when it's that translucent. Next one is actually pretty similar to that. This one's in Paisley, but this is an ultra glitter. That one was a satin. So let's see. So there's no color, it's just like pinkish glitter on it. Sometimes I like to wear these a lot on their own. So yes, I can layer this, but I'd rather have something that I can wear on my own, even if it is super glittery. But we'll put it in the maybe pile. Finally, we're getting down to the end. This is Flux With You. It's a Super Shock shadow in Ultra Glitter. So it's a pretty like champagne-y peachy color. We're gonna keep it. It's fine. Next we have Poly in Ultra Glitter. These used to be one of my favorites. I have hit pan on it. Gotten a lot of good use out of it. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't perform as well as it used to. This is something that has dried out. Even though it doesn't really feel like it dried out, I'm not picking enough color. You can see, it never performed like this. It used to be much more of like a pink. It used to be much more like this, and now it's just barely any color, just glitter. So we are gonna get rid of Poly, but it has served me well. I've gotten good use out of it. So this one's kind of cheating. This is part of the Dream Vault, so I'm not gonna get rid of this, and that's a whole nother set of like 28 ColourPop eyeshadows that I have to get through, like Super Shock shadows, I mean. So I can't get rid of this one because it's part of that. It's in Floating. It's an Ultra Glitter. It's like a yellowy banana color. There it is. I like it. It's really cute. It has like lavender flexes to it. So I'm keeping it. So let's look back at what I'm getting rid of, and then I have to look at the maybe pile as well. So I'm getting rid of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eyeshadows. I mean ColourPop shadows, whatever the heck. I'm gonna just get rid of Get Lucky because it's just a mess, even though I was contemplating that earlier. We're gonna get rid of that. And then we have my maybe pile, which is this one, this matte one. I'm gonna keep the matte one. Should I keep this one? I'm going to get rid of this one. It was in my maybe pile. I Like You. It just feels dried up. So even though I can get a little bit of color payoff, I am going to get rid of it. All right, and then Lovely is a pretty color, but it's not looking so lovely in here. So I am, oops, I'm gonna trash this. And then DGAF, I don't wanna get monetized, I'm keeping. All right, so let's count again. How many are we getting rid of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, I'm gonna hold off on this one and this matte one, even though I probably